Welcome to my travel video. This morning, we are taking you to one of Japan's most famous Shinto shrines, Meiji Jingu. We'll show you how we spent 4.5 hours exploring Meiji Jingu, from its towering torii gates and quiet forest paths to hidden details along the way that most visitors walk straight past. Meiji Jingu is officially located in Shibuya, Tokyo, but most people associate it with Harajuku because it sits right next to Harajuku Station. In fact, if you're arriving by train, the most convenient access is via the west exit of JR Harajuku Station. From there, you'll find yourself just moments away from the shrine's south entrance approach. Right after stepping out, you'll immediately spot the Ichino Torii, which marks the beginning of the Minami Sando, or south approach. We leave our Airbnb in Nakano early in the morning, around 8 a.m., to beat the crowds. The journey takes about 17 minutes in total, with a quick transfer at Shinjuku Station before continuing on to JR Harajuku Station. We've arrived at JR Harajuku Station. From here, just follow the signs toward the west exit for Meiji Jingu. These are the ticket machines, but you can also use a physical Suica card or the digital Suica app on your phone to tap in and tap out. Again, just follow the signs. Here we go, this is the exit. But before we head out, there's a fun little activity found at many Tokyo train stops called station stamping. You can bring a special booklet and collect unique stamps from different stations along your journey. It's a simple way to turn your train rides into a little memory hunt across the city. We just used a scrap piece of paper this time, as we didn't know about the booklets back then. Let's exit the station. As we step out of the JR Harajuku Station west exit, the south entrance to Meiji Jingu is literally right in front of us, just a few steps away. This is where the Minami Sando, the south approach, begins. You don't need to walk far or search for it at all. Once you step outside, you'll immediately spot the Ichino Torii gate standing just ahead, marking the transition from the busy city into the shrine's peaceful, forested grounds. This is the first torii gate of Meiji Jingu. In Shinto tradition, a torii marks the boundary to sacred ground. This historic sign dates back to 1920 and lists some of Meiji Jingu's original regulations, which include protecting the surrounding forest and wildlife within the shrine grounds. Meiji Jingu was established in 1920 to honor Emperor Meiji and Empress Shoken, who played important roles during Japan's modernization in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Although the shrine was destroyed during World War II, it was rebuilt through public donations and reopened in 1958. This upper bulletin board is used to announce shrine ceremonies, festivals, and special religious events throughout the year. Passing beneath the torii gate symbolizes leaving the outside world behind and entering a place of tranquility and reflection. This is the Minami Sando, the south approach. The gravel path gently leads you through the dense forest, drawing you deeper into the shrine grounds toward the main sanctuary. This is the Meiji Jingu Museum. It sits within the Meiji Jingu precinct and opened its doors in 2019. The building itself was designed by the renowned architect Kengo Kuma, and it primarily exhibits personal items belonging to Emperor Meiji and Empress Shoken, along with displays detailing the shrine's history and cultural context. A legendary fir tree grew here for generations, inspiring the area's name, Yoyogi, which means generations of fir trees. Unfortunately, that original iconic fir tree burned down during an air raid in May 1945. This current tree was planted after the war to carry on its legacy. This is one of the gates leading into the Meiji Jingu Inner Garden, but it's actually closed at the moment. We'll have to walk around and use the main entrance at the front instead. This is where the Cafe Morino Terrace is located. We will circle back here for a break at the end of our trip. Along the path, you'll pass these striking rows of decorative sake barrels wrapped in straw. It's a classic Meiji Jingu photo spot, but they also serve as a traditional offering of respect and gratitude to the enshrined spirits. Turn around, and you get an incredible cultural contrast. Right opposite the sake is a massive wall of French wine barrels from Burgundy. They were donated as consecrated wine for the shrine, commemorating how Emperor Meiji embraced Western customs and famously enjoyed wine with his meals. This sign serves as an information and advertisement board for the Meiji Jingu Sukeikai, the Shrine's Reverence Association. We are walking toward the Nino Torii, which is the second main gate of Meiji Jingu. It's a massive structure built from 1,500-year-old Taiwanese cypress, and it's definitely a must-see spot on your way to the main shrine. All right. We've made it around to the open entrance of the Meiji Jingu Inner Garden. Right by the gate, there's a sign detailing the history of these grounds. The area actually dates back to the feudal era as a warlord's estate before becoming imperial land. Emperor Meiji redesigned it specifically as a peaceful retreat for Empress Shoken, and it's famous for changing beautifully with the seasons, especially when the irises bloom in June. Let's grab our tickets at the gate. It costs 500 yen to enter, which goes directly toward maintaining these gorgeous grounds. Let's head inside. This is Kakuen-tei, a historic tea house built by Emperor Meiji as a place for the Empress to relax. Though the original building was tragically lost in the war, it was faithfully reconstructed in the late 1950s. Today, Kakuen-tei stands as a beautiful symbol of post-war restoration and offers one of the most picturesque views of the surrounding greenery. This is the Otsuridai fishing platform. And here is the South Pond. This is the map of the Meiji Jingu Gyoen, the Inner Garden. This path leads right to the iris field. During the Edo period, when this area was a feudal estate, the marshy field was originally used to teach samurai children how to cultivate rice. However, in 1893, Emperor Meiji personally commissioned the land to be transformed into a massive iris garden specifically for his wife, Empress Shoken. Today, there are over 1,500 iris plants across 150 different species growing here. Now, we have come to Kiyomasa's well. Natural urban spring is believed to have been designed by the famous warrior architect Kato Kiyomasa during the feudal era. Rumor has it that if you take a photo of the crystal clear water and use it as your phone wallpaper, your luck will instantly skyrocket. With the beautiful garden tour wrapped up, let's head back onto the main path and continue our journey toward the heart of Meiji Jingu. This massive white sign displays waka, traditional 31-syllable Japanese court poems, written personally by Emperor Meiji and his wife, Empress Shoken. The Emperor's poem on the right carries a powerful message. No matter how busy life gets, if you truly desire to learn and follow your path, you will always find the time. Meanwhile, the Empress's poem on the left focuses entirely on character. She writes that while colorful flowers can adorn your hair, nothing is quite as beautiful as a radiant and virtuous heart. Right in front of us is the Meiji Jingu Sanno Torii, which serves as the third and final gate. This is the Temazuya, the Shinto purification pavilion. Before entering the sacred main sanctuary of a shrine, visitors stop here to symbolically wash away worldly impurities from their hands and minds. There's a helpful guide right here demonstrating the etiquette. Use the fresh running water to rinse your hands, cleanse your mouth, and then give the handle a final rinse for the next person. This dedicated pavilion is a kosher fuderosumi decoro. In Japan, you aren't supposed to simply discard old good luck charms in the trash. Instead, locals bring them back to a shrine like this so they can be ritually and respectfully burned by the priests. Once we pass through the Meiji Jingu Sanno Torii, we'll officially enter the inner shrine grounds. This building is the Shukueisha, or lodging house. Back in the day, it housed the night watchman who protected the complex. Today, it's where you go to request a formal, private blessing from the Shinto priests. We've finally reached the Minamashinmen, the spectacular south gate. This serves as the main architectural gateway to the inner courtyard. We are stopping by the Amulet Station to receive an omamori, a traditional Japanese lucky charm. In Shinto tradition, you don't technically buy these charms. Instead, you offer a donation to receive them, as they are considered sacred items blessed by the shrine. These particular omamori are for ourselves, chosen for the soundness of mind and body. Before heading out, we make another donation to pick up the same protective charms for our friends. We make sure to follow the custom of keeping the beautiful fabric pouches permanently sealed. We just keep it safe in our bag until we can hand it over. This is the Omakuja Station, where you can draw a traditional paper fortune. We will show you exactly how it works in just a moment. This building is the Meiji Shrine Reception Hall, or Kayakuden. Let's head through the Grand South Gate to witness the heart of Meiji Jingu. Stepping through the Grand Minamashinmen Gate, the view opens up into a massive, breathtaking courtyard. Right in front of us is the main shrine building, flanked by two absolutely enormous, sacred camphor trees. Let's just take a quiet moment to soak in the atmosphere. Time to put the camera away and step up to the main sanctuary for a traditional prayer. These are ema, wooden Shinto wish plaques. It's an incredible sight seeing thousands of personal hopes from all over the world hanging together in one sacred spot. Visitors write their dreams, aspirations, or expressions of gratitude on the back and hang them up for the enshrined spirits to receive. Meiji Jingu also offers a wonderful, private alternative to the public wooden plaques called a kaganban. You write your personal prayer on paper, seal it inside an envelope labeled Onegagoto, which simply translates to my wish, and place it in a dedicated box. We prepare a coin to use as a monetary offering. Now, we are going to drop the envelope directly into the special offering box. The priests will collect these and include them in their daily morning prayers, ensuring your personal wishes remain completely safe and private. And right nearby is the Meiji Jingu East Gate, or Higashijinmen. There is another Omakuja station located here, so let's take a look at how it works. First, you insert a 100 yen coin. Then you give the wooden cylinder a firm shape, slide out a numbered bamboo stick, and match it to your paper fortune. Let's see what kind of guidance we receive today. This is what my fortune reads. Every morning, we gaze into our mirrors which are unblemished. Oh, that we could attain such a purity of soul. It's a beautiful poem composed by the Empress, serving as a gentle reminder to reflect on our inner selves every single day. Next, we head over to see the Meiji Jingu Inner Torii. Following this path will lead us out toward the shrine's west entrance. Along the way, we pass another Temazuya purification pavilion. And right here, we just stumbled across something incredibly special, a traditional Shinto wedding procession, known as Sanshin. The bride and groom are being solemnly led from the Kaguraden Hall toward the inner sanctuary, accompanied by their family. The giant red parasol held over them isn't just for show. It is a sacred symbol meant to shield the couple and protect them from misfortune as they take their very first steps into married life together. This building is the administrative heart of the complex, the Meiji Jingu Shrine Office, or Shimusho. We've now exited the core area of Meiji Jingu through the East Gate. On our way back, we are passing beneath the massive timbers of the Nino Torii Gate once again. We are making our way over to the shrine's multi-purpose complex for a quick break at Cafe Mori no Terrace 2nd, located inside Forest Terrace. Forest Terrace is a uniquely designed multi-purpose pavilion. While travelers stop by to grab a matcha latte or browse gifts made from the forest's fallen trees, locals frequent the building for major life events. It houses beautiful banquet spaces where those wedding parties we saw earlier celebrate their receptions. Here we are at Cafe Mori no Terrace 2nd. We order a roasted tea gelato, a matcha latte, and a premium rich matcha gelato, which isn't actually pictured in this shot. After our break, it is time to wrap up our 4.5-hour trip to Meiji Jingu. We are right back where we started our journey. Let's take one final look at the majestic Meiji Jingu Ichino Torii. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in our next video.